What's going on, everyone? This is a little too bright. Let me turn this down a little bit. There we go. A little too bright. Whew. What's going on? What's going on? A little earlier today, but all right, everyone. Can everyone see me pretty good? Does everything look pretty good? Sound good? Besides the waterfall in the background. Storm Chaser, thanks for being here. Brendan Phillips, thanks for being here, man. Glad it was better for you. All I've been finding in the creeks is sand bass. Yeah, there's been a lot of those too. What's going on? Set that hook. What's going on? Hope everyone's having a great week and getting ready for the holidays. Yeah, they've been pretty good, Storm Chaser, man. It's kind of funny. It's like week to week, it's so different, and it's just all over the place. And this rain's gonna mess it up for a little bit, but that's fine. I mean, it wasn't really super good before. I got on a good little bite Wednesday, but outside of that, it was pretty tough. But David, too much white bass in the 903 area code. Yeah, there's a lot of those out there. That is for sure, man. Let's see. Sorry, y'all. I'm trying to look into something too at the same time. As long as we were catching Storm Chaser, that's right. Larry Heron, thanks for being here. Fishing's picking up in Alabama. Nice, man. I want to get out to Alabama. I really, really want to get out to Alabama one day, right? Maybe if I can keep growing, there'll be a day when I can do that. But so I wanted to say too. So let's see. So I apologize, you guys. Today I had this listed as live giveaway, and my intentions were to do a live giveaway, but I'm having trouble figuring out, you know, how I want to do this, and I don't want to rush into this and not make this fair. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to end up pushing that back, but I will announce that there is going to be a giveaway. So I don't want to rush into that and not have everything lined out right. I'm not sure how I want to do it either. I just want it to be as fair as possible. Outdoor Speed, do you think minnows is a good choice this time of year as well in the creeks? Yeah, minnows work just as good. I like jigs just because it's a little less trouble. I walk a whole bunch and spend a lot of time going to the woods and stuff like that, and it just makes it a lot easier just to have a pack of jigs, you know, in my bucket or backpack or anything like that, versus having to have a bucket or, you know, I move around too much for it to really help me. But you can definitely use minnows. They definitely work. Jeff, thanks for being here. Good evening. Hope all is well. But let's see, I'm gonna go ahead and put that in here. But again, you guys, I'm not gonna do a giveaway today. I apologize. I was going to. I have everything right here, but I feel like I'm kind of rushing it right now on how I want to do this, and I don't want to do this in an unfair way. So I'm gonna hold off on that, and got some announcements. I will go ahead and, obviously announce that I ain't gonna do a giveaway. And I have the jigs right here. So these jigs right here, they're just a bunch of jigs. Like, I have bags and bags and bags of jigs like this. And these jigs are good. They're good jigs, as you can see. The colors are just slightly off from what I was trying to match them to. Or, sometimes I flip-flop the colors by accident. And so, I don't want to think that these are just like no good jigs. They're good jigs. They're just not quite up to what I was wanting for selling. So these are going to be the ones that are given away. Like, I got some more right here. Let's see. Just like some of these were also kind of experimental ones. Like this one's experimental. Just kind of when I was just starting out, still learning for sure. Don't get me wrong, but. And then like this one, I think the purple's just a little too dark from what I had it as, but still great jigs. This one right here, just the color kind of didn't separate on one side. This side's real sharp, that side didn't. Just stuff like that. Just stuff that I didn't quite like to sell. So Travis Cross, I like giveaways. Oh yeah, for sure. Sure there's not many who don't like giveaways. But yeah, I don't want to do this unfair. I've been busy today, and I didn't anticipate not having time to figure that out, but that's where we're at. So I'm gonna do that, but I want to make sure it's fair. Crappie Kev, thanks for being here. Mark Williams, what's going on, man? Paul Gwynn, thanks for being here from Chattanooga, Tennessee. Thanks so much, man. I appreciate it. But yeah, I'm not gonna be on here super long, you guys. I just wanted to kind of touch base. Thanks, Mr. Nash. I appreciate it. Michael, thanks for being here. Appreciate it, man. But yeah, so like I said, don't want to be here super long. The creek bite's been a little better this week. I don't know necessarily why. I think I went to some different places and kind of got into some fish that way. And thanks so much, Travis. I appreciate that, man. I appreciate that. Waxahachie, Texas here. And the creek bite's been better. So I will say that it's been hit or miss, and this rain is going to throw a wrench into all of it. So I'm not sure how that's going to play out. As far as it's going to definitely muddy up the water, and it's going to, depending on the creek, it might take it a little bit to clear out. And I do know that it's supposed to be supposed to rain a lot over the weekend, so we'll see how that ends up going. But so a couple things. So I had to I actually made I made one drive out east and did pretty good. Really did good that day, and I stayed around here and fished a couple creeks. I think I fished 3 total creeks, and I only found fish really in 2 of them. One of them just wasn't good where I fished at, and the other one there was just too many people there. That creek's been getting hit real hard lately, and so the fish were just kind of tough. And I couldn't really find a spot without people, and I don't enjoy fishing like that anymore. So, and then the other creek that I went to was just great. It was just on fire, and it has not been like that most of the time. So, but yeah. So like I said, the giveaway jigs are here. I'm gonna do that. I'm not gonna not do that. That was part of me wanting to make my own jigs like this, is now I have tons of jigs to give away to y'all. Look at this. Like, I have tons of jigs, and it doesn't, like, I don't have to go out and I don't have to go out and buy jigs, if that makes sense, to give away. I have some right here that I just don't, I'll use them myself, but as far as that, you know, I won't. Wow, Paul, thanks so much. Thanks so much for that, Paul. I appreciate it. Paul with the super chat. Thanks so much, man. Merry Christmas to you and yours as well. Thanks so much for the support, man. I really, really appreciate it. You've been very generous, and I really can't thank you enough, man. This means more to me than you know. Yeah, you guys, if you're interested, super chats are there. You can do Cash App as well. You know, as well, if you want something. So I'm very big on, you know, obviously super chats and Cash App, stuff like that's great. But if you're interested, I sell jigs as well. Just shoot me an email or shoot me a message, something like that. Let me put my email in here. Okay, there's my email. And, you know, if you're interested, I try to give a lot of different ways to support me. And I also do lake breakdowns, which is me just sending a video. I have Joe Pool, Lewisville, and Ray Roberts right now, where I go over winter locations that hold crappie, including some creeks. And I kind of break down a video and go over the maps on where good locations are. And for the Ray Roberts video, I do give coordinates as well. And yeah, that's another way. And if you want a guide trip, reach out to me. Right now, I'll be honest, I'm really not on a ton of fish as far as I can guide on. Yes, I'm catching fish in the creeks, but those fish are not easy to get to. I'm having to use my kayak a lot to get to them, and it's just not conducive for, you know, it's just not conducive for me to run trips and that kind of stuff. So, but yeah, if you're interested, you know, shoot me a message or whatever, and I'll definitely, if I'm on something, I'll let you know and I'll get you out. You know, I'm not gonna not. If I'm on something, I'll definitely let you know. Storm chaser, that's why you need a boat. So you can be alone in a kayak for the creeks. Yep. So I was actually in my kayak on that one creek, and there was probably 15, 20 people there, and it was on Monday. And it was too many people, and I can just tell by the banks and everything like that. Some of the reports I'd seen, or some of the pictures I'd seen on social media, that creek had been hammered all weekend. And so it's not surprising at all. Mr. Nash, Lake Bardwell, Crappie Barn still shut down. That's where I went. Yeah, I don't know if they're going to open that back up, man. You can check out, I don't know any like reports or anything like that, but Winsboro has a barge. I believe Ray Hubbard has one or two. I'm not real exactly sure. They got rid of them at Joe Pool. Weatherford, I think Ray Roberts has one. And I might be forgetting one. Tawakoni has one, I believe, as well. Those are probably going to be your best bet, man. Pan fishing, what's going on, Scott? What's going on, man? Thanks so much for being here. Appreciate it, man. Happy holidays to you as well. Yes, Navarro Mills does as well. That's right. I forgot about that. That does have one down there. But yeah, so, you know, like I said, the creek bite's been a little better this week. I think a lot of that is just kind of luck, honestly. I just kind of picked the right creeks at the right time this week, and it worked out. A lot of times it doesn't work out. But, Lawrence, what's happening? Like to try some of your bait, man. Yeah, for sure. I'm going to do a giveaway on that. Not today, but I'm going to do one very soon. I apologize again for that. I kind of thought I'd have time to get in here and figure this out, but I just have not had time today, and I apologize for that. But I will get that, you know, taken care of quickly. I got plenty of jigs to give away, so it's no problem with the jigs. So a couple of announcements. So I wanted to go ahead and go over that. So as far as guiding goes, January 1st, I'm gonna change my, I wouldn't say, not necessarily change my rates, but I'm going to kind of, how do I put it? I'm going to kind of lock in my rates for the upcoming year. You know, last year I did quite a few discounts and stuff like that, you know, discounted weekday trips, you know, things of that sort. And, you know, that was great. It worked great. I had, you know, was really fortunate. I had a lot of clients You know, that book trips, and we got out, caught fish on most of them. And, you know, that was, you know, I'll be honest, you guys, I was, you know, definitely not making as much of a profit as some other guys, you know, that have been around for a while. And I knew that, and I did that to kind of get my foot in the door, so to speak. And so now that a full year's almost went by, I can't believe it's almost been a year. Now that a full year's almost went by, I'm going to go ahead and stick to that. I feel like it's very reasonable still. And, you know, that's just going to be the price going forward. So I'm going to keep it at $250 for one, $350 for two. And I'm going to make every single trip 6 hours. And so that's just going to be my deal. Just gives me an extra hour to you know, find some fish, or just, it just makes it worth your while just a little bit more. So 6 hours, $250 for one, $350 for two. And then I clean your fish and all that as well. So I'm going to make an announcement on that on the page soon. But, you know, I just wanted to just kind of put that out there. I'm not going up. I really feel like I probably should. But I'm going to just try and keep my best keep it to the same price. I don't want to jump up my price for you know, just, how do I put it? I don't want to jump up my price that drastically like that. I want to kind of, if I do in the future, maybe I stair step it, but I'm not planning to right now. But that, you know, I did $50 off during the week, and you know, $50 is a lot, especially when I'm out there, you know, 3-4 times a week sometimes, and during the week, and you know, that would just eat into what I was making. And it's tough. But you know, I went through it, so I just had to book more trips to offset that. And this year I'm just gonna stick with those prices and just really kind of just run with it. Let's see. Mr. Nash, not sure if Richland Chambers does, but I don't know the creeks there. You know, Richland Chambers, I don't think it has a fishing bars, but I do know it's got some good creeks. Raul, thanks for being here, man. Merry Christmas, everybody. Merry Christmas to you, too. Yeah, it probably is bank fishing, man. It probably is, but, you know, I'm going to kind of just keep it there. I know for a fact, just with my conversations with clients that came out, that, you know, especially now, you know, money is a big factor. Obviously, things are so much more expensive. Everything's so expensive. It really is. And I know for a fact that if my price was a certain point, I wouldn't get any clients. I just wouldn't. And it's nothing. It's just the economy. That's just really what it is. And I don't want to make my trips unaffordable. I really don't. I want to try to keep them as affordable as I can. And, you know, I guide close by. So I live really close to my home lakes, and I don't have to travel a ton. My truck's paid off, and my boat's payment's not too much. So I try to keep my costs down low. So I'm going to just kind of stick with that. Who knows in the future what that looks like, but I feel like, why not? You know, definitely couldn't hurt to keep it the same and just not discount anything during the week. But summertime, come summertime when I'm really guiding, that weekday trip is going to still be worth it. It's going to be worth paying the same amount because it's just going to be so much more enjoyable. Thanks, Jeff. I appreciate it, man. Appreciate that. But yeah, so that's the announcement with that. I'm gonna, like I said, put a post out on that soon. But January 1st, that's gonna be the rates. It's basically the same rate. It's just no discount, and I add an extra hour. So let's see. I'm trying to remember, make sure I'm not forgetting nothing. So I'm also going to be. So another one of the announcements is I'm going to be. So I had my best month ever on YouTube last month. Best month ever as far as, you know, money-wise and views and all that. And I'm super, super thankful for that. I'm blown away at it. it happened so fast, and this month is shaping up to be pretty good too. But, you know, don't get me wrong, I am working my tail off out there. I know it doesn't seem like it, and you know, some are probably like, well, you're fishing every day. How does that work? It's work. How I do it and where I go and where I search, it's work. And so, you know, I feel like the results are good, but I feel like I've worked hard too. And so what I'm going to do is this week upcoming. So Christmas Day, 25th, the 25th, 26th, 27th, 28th, 29th. The whole week, Monday through Friday, I'm going to upload a video at 5:30 p.m. Central Standard Time. I'm going to pump out 5 videos in a row. I've got, I think, 3 of them done right now. I got to finish the other 2 here pretty quick, but it won't be too much of a problem. And so just my thank you to you guys that, you know, the growth has been great. The money has been the best it's ever been for me on the YouTube side the last month. And so this is just my thank you for the holidays. I'm just going to upload. I have some really, really good videos that, I worked really hard on the last couple weeks. You can ask Sylvia, she's on here, my wife, she's on here too. She knows how hard I work to make this happen for y'all. And so we'll see how it does. If it does good, I might try to do this here and there. I think springtime I could probably do it. But I really, really work hard at this, you guys. It probably doesn't seem like it, but it does. I just come home absolutely exhausted. And you know, I have 2 boys that as soon as I get home, I have to start in, you know, helping with them and getting them together. And it's a full-time thing. So, and, you know, not to mention making jigs, editing, you know, I have ran some guide trips lately. Not this last week I didn't, but the week before that I did. And then the week before that I did, and I had to scout for those trips. It's just a lot of work that I feel like, you know, most don't know. There he is, Camo Joe. Thanks for being here, man. I appreciate it. If y'all are interested, please be sure to go check out Camo Joe. He makes some great hand ties, and I've actually been using his hand ties a lot lately. The fish have been really biting them good. I got into some creeks that just the fish were just finicky, and those fish loved them. And those videos will be coming out this week too. But if you're interested, check them out on Facebook, Camo's Custom Hand Ties, and you won't be disappointed. Always been a great supporter of the channel and makes great jigs. So I'm real big on supporting those who support me. So, but yeah, so I'm gonna upload every day next week, Monday through Friday. And I know for me that's I've never done that before. So I'm interested to see how, you know, what the response is and all that. I really hope that everyone loves it. And like I said, it's kind of just my thank you. As long as, you know, as well with this giveaway that I'm going to do real soon, that's kind of my thank you to you guys. It's been great. I've worked super hard at it, and I'm not going to stop. That's the thing, you guys. No matter what, I can't stop with this. You know, I have to keep going. No matter how tough it is out there on the creeks, no matter how many creeks I have to go to, no matter how tired I am when I get back, I have to keep going. I really have to keep going. And you know, that's what I got to do, and that's what I'll continue to do. So, Television Pilot, what's going on, man? What's going on? Appreciate that, Camo Joe. Of course, man. Of course. But yeah, so anyone have any questions? I know it's kind of a weird time. I don't usually go on this early, but I, you know, really wanted to kind of announce this. I really honestly had my intentions on doing a giveaway, but I just had not had time to get this squared away enough to where I feel like it's fair. Yep, so I will be putting out a video every day starting Monday all the way through Friday at 5:30 p.m. Central Standard Time. That is going to be every day. I mean, like I said, I've got 3 of them ready. I'll get the other 2 ready. And it's going to be out there every single day. So if y'all could do me a huge favor and watch the videos, share the videos, like, engage on all of them if you can. YouTube really likes that, y'all. So I'm trying to grow. There's a lot of different ways to grow, and I'm trying my best to do it what I feel like is the best way and the right way. And so, you know, I can't do it without y'all, though. I have to have y'all support. You know, sharing the video, liking it, commenting on it, just any kind of engagement like that YouTube really likes. And so if y'all could do that, I would really appreciate that. And yeah, I mean, that's kind of the announcements. I'm trying to think if I've forgotten anything. Cannot think of anything. Does anyone have any questions while I'm on here? Does anyone have any questions? Television pilot, what's the rain amount forecast looking like the next 2 days? Let me see. I'm actually curious about that. Let me look and see. I know it's changed a little bit. Okay, so here it is from the National Weather Service. It's saying that let me see, between so tomorrow and Sunday, it's saying 1.5 to 2 inches of rain here. So that's a pretty decent amount of rain. So that will definitely, I mean, as much as I don't want to admit it, I feel like the rain's gonna hurt in the short term, but I feel like in the long term it's gonna help us. So, you know, it's kind of it's a good thing but a bad thing at the same time. Mickey D's, good evening. Love the plashes I got from you. Houston area crappie have been on a hair jig bite lately, so I haven't used them. I'll surely send some pics when I catch something on your plastics. Awesome, man. Thanks so much for the support. I appreciate it. Yeah, it's saying 1.5, and it's widespread too. It's widespread on here. I mean, yeah, it's gonna rain, it looks like. I think so it looks like Saturday night and kind of early Sunday morning is when it looks like it's the toughest, or the heaviest rain, I should say. Good question, Camo Joe. So I'm gonna go ahead and just shoot me an email or a message. I'm gonna go ahead and put that in there. My email. So go ahead and shoot me a message or email, and I will get out. I'll reach back out and respond. I'm going to try and get this eventually put on my website. But it's kind of been, I'm still working on that, but I would love to get that put on my website eventually. So I'm going to try my best to get that done, and just that way it's all streamlined for you guys. That way, you see all the colors, however many you want of each, and all that. So, but yeah, look, this that creeking's not easy, y'all. It's just not as easy as it makes it out to be. But yeah, so I'm super excited to put those videos out, and I hope y'all enjoy them as much as I enjoy, putting them together for y'all. So that's the thing. This is my job, yes, and I work really hard at it, and it's very exhausting. But at the end of the day, I really do enjoy it. And I really do love getting out there, catching fish, putting them on film, kind of putting a story together and throwing it all together and putting it out there for you guys and seeing your reactions. And that really, I really, really enjoy that. Television pilot, how are the fish set up with that 50 piece, and what presentations were y'all? That's a good question, man. So those fish were kind of like everywhere. Like, they've been really bottom oriented. I don't know why. Maybe I've just never noticed it, but for some reason this year there's been so many fish just sitting on bottom, and I just don't know if I've just missed them or if what. But so for Wednesday, they were just kind of scattered around on the bottom. Some were just kind of in like little holes. There was obviously some on brush. There was a couple laydowns where the tree, comes off the bottom like this. and underneath, right on the bottom, just underneath, they weren't even underneath the tree. They were just sitting on the bottom underneath the tree. And those fish were coming out there and hammering it. And I'd say there was also a couple instances where like the bank was coming out like this and it was undercut. Like it was just undercut just a little bit. And crappie were underneath that that ledge right there. And it was, I mean, I don't remember fish relating to bottom that much, but they have. And like I would be like maybe this far from the bottom. I had to keep my jig really, really tight to the bottom, and that's how I got most of my bites. And it was definitely not easy. And some of those fish I just couldn't see. And in the video, you know, you'll see that too. Like some of them I just didn't know were there, but I dropped down and caught them. So it was pretty interesting. And it's all gonna change after this rain for sure. But you know, as well, you guys just thought of this. Another way to support the channel. So Flop Industries, Flopbox, sponsored the channel, sponsored me, and they make great coolers. If you're interested, I'm gonna go ahead and link them. Let me see. Okay, and they still do have this. So let me go ahead and, I don't want to be too salesy, but this is another way to support me if you're interested and you get something in return. So Flop Industries, right now on their website, they have a holiday special. You get a Flop Box 10, an extra chill plate, and a performance hoodie and hat, and it's $250, which is a steal. I believe just the Flop Box is $275, if I remember right. So that's a great deal. So I'm gonna put their website in here, and if you're interested in ordering, just order, do the website, and then you can put in my code, which I'm gonna put in here as well. Let's see, where is it at? All right, and so the code is in there as well. That takes 10% off your order, and that I get a percentage of that commission on there too. So, you know, y'all know me. I'm not very pushy or big on, you know, really pushing companies. But if I push a company, it's because I really enjoy their products and I think they have a great product. That's really it. B&M as well. B&M poles back here. Just great rods and great guys over there at B&M. I've got some stuff in the works with them. They might come down, and we're gonna try and get some shows filmed with them guys coming down this spring. So we're gonna work hard at that, and I can't wait for that too. But yeah, I'm real big on supporting those companies that support me, that have great product that I use, you know, like Camo's Custom Hand Tie. I caught pretty much a limit on one jig of his last on Wednesday. I used the Flop Box, especially in the summer. I use it every day on trips when I'm using minnows, and it just makes everything so much easier, so much more streamlined. And then B&M poles, just because I love them. I was buying B&M way before I was ever working with them, so that's just how I am. So I really enjoy that. Thanks, Camo Joe, man. I appreciate it. But yeah, anyone got any questions or anything like that? I'm gonna get off here pretty quick. I think I didn't want to make this too long. Like I said, I apologize again. My intentions were to do this giveaway, but I just did not want to kind of rush it and not have everything together. My boys keep me busy, that is for sure. Had to run some errands and take them to the park, and it really, time just gets away from me really quick. But let's see, I'll make sure I'm not forgetting nothing. All right, y'all, I'm gonna go ahead and Camo Joe, I've caught 3 limits on one of my jigs. 75 is the record. I retired that jig. Nice. Well, this jig is I mean, at least 25 crappie in, and I'm pretty sure it probably caught 10 or 15 white bass too, at least. So it was probably 40 fish. It was probably 40 fish trip with that jig, and it's still tied on my rod right now. So as long as I don't break it off, we'll try and beat that record, man. But that's kind of like I was saying with those fish, how they were set up. They were just kind of on the bottom. That's why I didn't end up breaking it off, because those fish weren't in real bad brush. They were just kind of sitting on bottom around brush, and so they were easier to fish. I didn't quite, hang up as much, so makes sense. Television pilot, I caught at least 50 on one of yours, Joe, before I lost it, LOL. Yep, that's kind of what, that's kind of the thing with hand ties. They'll last really good unless you break them off, but. All right, y'all, so I'm going to go ahead and wrap it up. I'm going to actually get to editing right after this. I'm trying to get these videos ready to go for y'all. Again, like I said, every day this week, Monday through Friday, 25th through the 29th, I'm going to be uploading a video every night at 5:30 p.m. Central Standard Time. So, just be on the lookout for that. I really would appreciate y'all's support as usual, and just share it if you know of anyone who's interested. I'm hoping that, more will have time to watch during this week, with most people being off the week between Christmas and New Year's and just sitting around. You can pop open your phone, check it out, and I hope that kind of helps with that too. Have more time to look at it. So, Joe, it sits next to my Vice to remind me I do it to do everything right. Oh yeah, for sure, man. Yeah, that blue jig's been really getting it. I think I've got 2 videos. So I had 2 of those jigs. One, I had a video of I caught fish on it. I think I broke it off, I believe. But the other one I tied on Wednesday, and I just wore them out with it. Yep, Gorilla Glue. There you go. There you go. Fishing with Fredo. There he is. Thanks so much for being here, man. I hope you're well. Nice. Rusty, hey, brother. We've been killing shallow crappie here in Arkansas. Nice. Man, I want to get over to Arkansas. Man, I want to get over there. I want to travel so bad, you guys. It's really tough. It's always kind of how do I put it? It's like a battle that I have to go through. I know I can go out east and travel a little bit and get better fishing, better videos, just more scenic content for you guys. But I have a family. I have to put them first, and I can't just up and leave them and let my wife deal with everything. She works full time, and I can't do that. So I hope to get to a point to where I can do that, because I would absolutely love to do that. And I just can't. My boys are just too little. They're just I just have to be here, and so it's just really hard for me to break away like that. But as soon as I can, if I hopefully keep growing and just keep expanding with this, that I'll be able to one day, and that's the goal. I would love to be able to go to Louisiana, Arkansas, Oklahoma, Mississippi. I just want to go everywhere. Alabama, stuff like that. I really would like to do that. Oh, thanks, my half a cent. I'd love to go up there one day. I mean, it's definitely cold. I'm not real big on the cold right now, but walleye are about to be on fire as well, says Rusty. Nice. Awesome, Paul. I'm going to put my jigs to the test on Chickamauga Lake tomorrow. Nice. I hope you do good and get into them, man. Fishing with Fredo. I'm tired. Me and my buddy gutted the boat motor, drain, and big tank. I just love seeing you on the water wherever you are. Thanks so much, Fredo, man. I appreciate that. Pickwick Lake. Yes, I have heard of Pickwick Lake, and that is definitely, that is definitely on my list. It's in the 50s, man. That's warm for up there. Yeah, that's pretty warm for up there. It's been a really warm, it's been a weird winter for that fact. It's been kind of, they were saying it was supposed to be really, really cold and just rainy and snowy, and it really hasn't been either. It just, I mean, it's raining this weekend, but it's definitely has not been like that. But yeah, so you know, I also do plan to kind of get more personal on this channel. I feel like, you know, I don't, you know, I don't know about expose, but I don't talk about a lot that you know, my personal life is, and I feel like I want to bring everyone in and kind of let everyone know like what's going on, and you know, just kind of understand things a little bit better. And I'm gonna do that too. I just kind of gotta get, you know, the timing right on that. But Olivia, thanks so much for being here, by the way. Yeah, man, it was 75 today in North Alabama. It's not till nighttime where we experienced the below 40 temps. Yeah, it was 70 here, I believe, in Dallas, Fort Worth. But yeah, Fredo, hope Vicky's doing well also. Hope she's doing good, man. But we'll see. It's supposed to cool off next week, and it's going to be, I'm not sure what I'm going to be doing next week. Probably be getting out on the main lake and checking for some fish. Oh, man, so that was just like, there's I'm not sure what they're called exactly. I always call them briar vines is what I would call them. I don't know if that's the correct term or not, but they're just vines that just grow, and they grow in big bunches too. It's like you just don't see none, and all of a sudden you're like just covered in them, and they just grab onto your clothes, and they're just real bad, and they're real sharp, and they'll get you, man. They will wrap around your line, wrap around your rods, and they're really, really bad. And I got into a bunch of those, and it was pretty tough, but we got it. Kid, my buddy lives in Tawakoni, has his boat on the water. It took all our will not to get on it, the water, and fish and stick with this. Oh man, I know it did. It's hard to not fish and just stick and work on something, but I definitely know it will, you know, it will be worth it in the long run for sure. Thanks so much, my half a cent, for that super chat, man. I really appreciate that. Really, really helps me. Goes right back into the channel. Goes right back into gas and everything like that to get back out there and put more content out there for you. So I really, really appreciate that. Rusty, I feel your pain. I donated a pole to the lake. Yeah, I've done that before on my kayak. On the kayak, it's tough because I have rods laying in the back and kind of like, you know, all different directions, and the wind, like I'll catch a fish and the wind will blow me into a tree. And before I know it, I'm in the tree, and like my rods are hanging out of the tree. It's tricky, but I had that happen Monday, where I had my 10-foot diamond series. I actually had broke off, and I just shoved it into the rod holder in the back of the kayak, and I went by, and just so happened that limb pulled that tip part out into the water, but it floated, so I went back and got it, luckily. So it happens. Fredo says Vicky is still my ball and chain. She's good. Just wishes she could retire. Oh yeah, I'm sure. All that hard work will pay off, Vicky. It sure will. It most definitely will. Well, I think I'm going to go ahead and start wrapping it up, you guys. Like I said, I kind of did what, yeah, for sure, Camo Joe. Pool noodles are good for that. I need to start doing stuff like that. Or tying them down or something as much as I'm in the kayak. But, yeah, thanks so much, everyone, for all the support. It really, really makes a difference. It really means a lot to me. Giveaways coming very soon. I have the jigs right here. Some of them, there's some more right here. I mean, look at the jigs. Like, it's just a full bag of them. And so I'm gonna give those away here pretty soon. And you know, again, next week, Monday through Friday, every night at 5:30 p.m. Central Standard Time, I will be uploading a crappie video. I also got white bass kind of mixed in there too. So if you're you know, sitting around and want something to watch, please check out my videos. I really would appreciate it. And I'm gonna really try my best to kind of make this a permanent thing. If it does good, like I'll mix it in every now and then. I think in the springtime I could probably do that a few more times. But I really, really, really appreciate y'all's support. And that's just my thank you for just being supportive and me having my best month ever this last month on YouTube, and this month shaping up to be great as well. So I really can't thank y'all enough. Thanks so much, half a cent. Merry Christmas, everyone. Please keep catching crappies. Thanks so much. Yeah, I hope everyone has a safe Christmas. I'm gonna really try to do this giveaway before New Year's, and so that's kind of my goal. So I'm not gonna say Happy New Year's because I'm gonna be on here before that. And we'll give away these jigs. And thanks again for all the support. Can't do it without y'all. And catch y'all next time. In the meantime, y'all have a great Christmas and be safe out there. I'll talk to you later. See ya.